In this universe,
in this galaxy, in this world, beneath the influencer clouds,
over the viral video fields,
off the information superhighway,
there are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering
more opinions.
If you listen,
you will hear.
I'm back!
Oh, good. Tex was wondering how your garbage vagina was doing.
Stinky? It's garbage.
Ew.
Yeah. Looks like the booger thing from like Ernest Scared Straight. And he's got the boogers, the troll.
Yeah, you can stop anytime.
They're like dangling.
You stop,
Fine.
please.
Fine.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you. Hello, Ryan.
Tough crowd today. Ouch. So before we joined each other online here, I was watching the U of the Tube, and I know I've said it on the show before, but if you guys have not seen Chad Smith doing the drumming for 30 Seconds to Mars, or 30 Seconds to Mars, The Kill, I think that's what it's called, right? The Kill by Jared Leto's band. I might be wrong by the name of the band. I think I'm hold on. But the premise of the show is 30 Seconds to Mars. That was right. So what the premise is they play drum or a song for a drummer. They try to get a song that they haven't heard, and they fill their own drum part in for it. So Chad Smith listens to it, and he's kind of going with it, and he starts playing it. And there's a couple parts that he didn't nail, but for the most part, nailed the song. I quite enjoy watching that video. So if you have some free time that you want to kind of kill, that's got some cool different videos in there from different drummers doing that show. So I'd highly recommend to check it out.
Cool.
Yes.
Speaking of Chads, hello, Chad.
Hello, Chadney. So, there's only three of us here right now, but all around the age that we are. So, and then I also listened to Goo Goo Dolls' Iris. And it's we've talked about our love for that song a few times here. And the version the version that I like is from the Hard Rock Cafe. And something got me to thinking, like, to me, when I hear that song, it's like 90s, like poof, like it's the sound, everything. What's a song for you that the instant you think about it, like you're just like, holy shit, I remember like dancing to this at like the high school dances, or driving around in your dad's old blue Chevy with Discman in there, or the CD player. Like, what are those songs that you hear and you're instantly like right back to that time?
Machine Head by Bush.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. I remember me and Butt Blaster Brody were talking about one day. He said something about the Wallflowers. How he said like how One Headlight like to him like gave that whole 90s sound. And I said I actually thought out of the Wallflower songs, Three Marlenas really nailed down the feel of the 90s. And that was just for myself. So but yeah, Chad, Ryan, Tex, I mean, if you guys, there's songs you hear, I mean, that, I'm sure Tex is going to be like, it was always Ted Nugent. Cat Scratch Fever. But,
speaking of old guys, thank you, Kelly, for liking us on Facebook.
Thank you, Kelly. Hope everything's going up there.
And before I forget, because last time Casey had to remind me, welcome, Tex.
First of all, fuck you.
What the hell is Monet money?
Oh, guess what
Billy
he's
Idol.
gonna get when I can find it.
Hey, just so you know, I wanted to name my kid Nugent. My wife said no. So it's Ted, Teddy 2, Teddy 3. One named the last one Stranglehold, but we decided on Cat Scratch Fever instead.
Stranglehold because he wasn't supposed to be born. Yeah, and just for that, I'm going to give myself one of these.
That
Yep.
was so offside.
Yes,
That was offside. That was offside. All right.
that's the direction we're going in.
So I'm back and I love doing these things. So this is a small one though.
George Strait. Nice.
I love me some George Strait. All right. This is 9 movie myths that we believe but have been debunked. So I'm interested to know like what these are. So let's see. I think I know what this one is right here, but I think we all do. All right. First one. All the clocks on Pulp Fiction are set to 4:20. Well, clearly right there, that watch is not set to 4:20.
But it is true that Christopher Walken decided to be a method actor for this part, and he actually wore that watch up his ass when he was not on set. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. George might be straight, but Tex ain't. Oh. And also, old school welcome to Casey.
Have you seen my wiener?
Tex. Casey is reviewing Atari and Sega Genesis stuff on his channel right now. And he did a 20-minute live stream about, I think it was Black Friday stuff going around to places where you can get video games, which is pretty cool.
Oh, and just so you know, I'll say here on our show now, Casey must send me all his title belts. I have challenged him numerous times, and he has not responded. So that makes you a faux champion, and I need all your championship belts, please. You did
You
not
got to go
defend
get
them.
them.
He didn't defend them in the 30-day window, so he must send them all to me.
Ooh. I'm
So
pretty
that-
sure J-Man, who is correctly linked in the description below, I'm pretty sure he does trips up near the border, so he can come pick you up if you cross the Montana border.
All
He'll
right,
give
J-Man
you
will come get me. We'll go get him.
wiffle bat or two, and then off you go. Claim
So-
your prize.
Of course, we all heard this one before. The ghost is visible in 3 Men and a Baby. It ends up that it's just a card. It's a, just a
Cardboard cutout?
cardboard cutout. Thank you very much. So,
Yeah, that doesn't look like a ghost at all. It does look
No.
like a kid.
like, not even a little, but things were different, a little grainier, I guess, in the late 80s, early 90s. So,
Yeah, everybody was kind of dumb back then. Not like now. Anyway.
I did like his reaction to when the building exploded.
Yeah, I did hear that it was supposed to be one continuous big explosion, but it stopped. He looks back, and that's when it goes again. I guess that was not the case.
No. It says that, but an urban legend suggests he broke character during the infamous hospital explosion scene, and that his shock reaction is in fact real. Of course, this is not true. Yet another example of incredible acting of the late star. The pause between the explosions and the confusion by the Joker is what started the rumor, but this is planned by director Christopher Nolan to keep Ledger safe. So, I also heard that, and I hope I'm not jumping the shark here when I say this, that happened also in Vampires when James Woods is walking away from the hotel at the beginning when he blows it up after all the guys have been killed.
Yep.
He wasn't supposed to flinch, and he does. So, which I could see that being a thing. So, no one cares about this movie because which Jaws are they talking about? Because they're showing Jaws the Revenge here. So, ew. Oh, they're saying that the girl who got pulled in the water, that she had broken ribs. Yeah. So, but that is not true. I don't know why they went with a picture of Jaws the Revenge. You can see a dead munchkin in The Wizard of Oz. Okay. Maybe that's what that is here supposed to be.
And speaking of people who are definitely not munchkins, hello, Jared. Good to see you.
Hello, Jared.
I broke a rib
Before he
pulling
takes
something.
off,
Is that code for something, Jared?
before he takes off, something popped in my head that we did something stupid when we were kids. So, lots of stupid, but this specific one, I don't know if Alex was there, but I know Jared. There was a group of us. I think Amanda Lavely was there too. We jumped in the dumpsters at Shoppers Food Mart to get the food out of it because they'd thrown a bunch of food out. Do you remember that, Jared? I don't know if you remember that. And there was a big bin right behind Shoppers. And I know it was me, you, and Amanda. Your brother Kevin might have been there, but I remember us. Yes, the yogurt. Yes, he does remember. Oh, I'm so glad you remember, because I was eating yogurt yesterday morning, and I went, oh, I wonder if Jared would remember that. I was like, when I see Jared again, I'll have to ask him. And here he is. Yes. Okay. So it says that's a dead right there. That's a dead munchkin hanging.
Yeah, no, it isn't.
It's actually a bird.
It's actually a bird.
That was borrowed from the film crew. The film crew borrowed it from the Los Angeles Zoo to make the forest look more realistic. So, wow. All right. Wow. So, okay, that's a dead munchkin or a bird. All right, cool. Ooh. There's a sliver of truth to this one, but only a little. The 1979 sci-fi horror film Alien features plenty of shocking and gory scenes, but arguably none of them more hair-raising and stomach-turning than the chest burst scene in which John Hurt's character Kane has one of the creatures emerge from his torso. It was rumored for a long time that the terrified reaction of Hurt's castmates were real, as director Ridley Scott kept them in the dark about what would happen in the scene, which is partly true. The cast did know the scene would play out as it was, and it included in great detail in their scripts. However, Hurt said it was in 2010 talk at the Science and Media Museum that they were not prepared for how gory the scene would be. So I guess maybe there was a bit of a honest reaction. So, hola!
And speaking of gore, hola!
That's awesome.
Gracias por estar aquí, Alma y Bolo.
People who saw the first film of a moving train ran from the screens, cinema screaming. There's no evidence of that happening. Okay. Brandon Lee's death on the set was used in the film. Well, we all know that didn't fucking happen.
Well, come on. There are people out there who think it did. I heard it myself. Yeah. But no, they didn't use that take where he actually got one in the chest.
Jesus. Yeah. Stuntman died during the chariot scene in Ben-Hur. Actually, did not happen.
But he did get run over. I'm pretty sure they kept that in the film.
So some versions of the rumor state the man's death can be seen on film, but there's no records of any injury, let alone a death linked to the scene. However, the 1925 version of the film could be where the rumors stem from. A production in which the stuntmen were injured and plenty of horses during the film died. So this is during the 1925 one, yes, not the 1959 version. And that is your little bit of stupid trivia for today.
Great.
Awesome.
And I got more dumb shit that people believe.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. So finally, back to the news segment. This one, and I kept it pretty clear. Northampton County Executive responds to video of postal worker delivering ballots. Now, this is from, I think this was from late October. And play.
Circulating on X claims to say gotcha to voter fraud. The problem is Northampton County officials say it's just a man delivering ballots that folks have mailed into the courthouse.
69 News reporter Rose Itzkovitz is joining us live in the studio now with more on that, Rose.
So for context, in the United States, when you vote, you can vote by mail. In Washington State, they do vote by mail. People overseas, say in the Army, they vote by mail. So this is not a wild, crazy thing that people do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys, County Executive Lamont McClure says this video is the epitome of election misinformation and should be taken down. So I did have a chance to ask the person who posted the video why it's still up.
Excuse me. How many ballots you turning in there?
It's a video with more than 7 million views and counting.
Do you have an affidavit for all those?
And it's coming straight from the Northampton County Courthouse. @Hippie Day Trader on X posted this video, which shows a postal worker delivering a box of mailed-in ballots to the county government center.
Again, postal worker delivering mail-in ballots. Not a conspiracy.
So, okay. Hello, Bolo. I kind of need some context here. So this guy's I'm not understanding what they're getting at. Like, this random person just has a bunch of ballots, like just some regular Joe Blow. Is that what the insinuation is here?
The insinuation by the person taking the video is that it's suspicious. He doesn't know that it's a postal worker. It's apparently just some random guy who's being paid by the Democrats. Yeah.
Oh, I can control that. No, I can control that. Hold on a second. I need to see something. I gotta see some. I didn't know I could control that. You're telling me there's no way this guy could see. There's a patch on his shoulder right there. You're telling me right now, oh, I'm too close to my mic. That there's no way this guy could identify that this person was with the mail.
What if he was just dressing up that way to fool everyone?
Okay, and then
Excuse me.
hold on. The next one is here. When I go to his account, I'll see if I can get on his Twitter or his X here.
He
Okay,
gets interviewed by the news.
Oh, does he, Kate? Let's go then.
Posted this video, which shows a postal worker delivering a box of mailed-in ballots to the county government center.
There's somebody here in Northampton County dropping off an obscene amount of ballots at the very last second.
Or, as Northampton County Executive Lamont McClure calls it, a postal worker just doing his job.
Now, you heard the guy in the video say an obscene amount of ballots at the last second. That is direct insinuation that there is voter fraud going on.
That's exactly what he's getting at. Calm your tits, text.
What's that?
I said, calm your tits, text. You bring up that stuff, he gets all like excited.
Employee was doing the most normal, natural, legal thing we would expect in an election, which is the post office delivering ballots. It's what we all want.
McClure asked us not to identify the worker, saying he's already receiving threats because of this video.
He's already receiving threats because he was a postal worker doing his job.
I'd like to know what job this gentleman had to have the time to be able to follow the postal worker, but continue.
You know, before I do, there were 2 women who sued former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani because he claimed and insinuated that they were committing election fraud from the 2020 election.
Uh-huh.
They won, he lost. He had to give them his property in New York along with his baseball memorabilia. That's what happens when you fuck around and find out with shit like that.
Good.
Hopefully he doesn't go postal.
But he tells us the man is, in fact, a postal worker out of Easton.
It's unfortunate because a lie gets halfway around the world before the truth gets out of bed. and they were essentially lying about what was going on there.
But the original poster of the video, Brandon
Oh,
Matlack,
fuck.
who works in Norco with Early Vote Action, tells me he's only posted what he was looking at.
I've never insinuated that, this person has even done anything wrong. It's just,
Oh,
hey, there's a lot of questions
stop.
here.
According to
Yeah, you're already backpedaling because you look like a doofus.
Yeah, and
Like,
it gets worse.
Okay.
the payroll of USPS, he is an Easton postal worker. Is that not enough to take down the video?
So this is the first I'm hearing of some of this. Remember,
Oh, what's the matter, bro? You didn't do your research, bro.
Yeah.
What a tool.
I've been at work I've been out here, talking to people all day.
McClure is urging the poster to take the video down, saying it's become a vehicle for election misinformation.
You really shouldn't be sharing things on social media when you don't know all the facts,
stop.
because you can really.
This guy needs to go see a doctor because I think his blood pressure is really high. Like he has like Sting, like WCW, like Wolfpack red going on right now. I think he really needs to go see a physician. So,
And that's your daily medical advice from Dr. Nick. Definitely a doctor.
yes, definitely.
I have known him for 30 years. I can verify that I have known him for 30 years because I have pictures of him from 10 years ago. That's
Actually,
how
I think
you
we
know it's.
discussed this.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's damn near 32, 33. We're old as fuck. Anyways, continue with Tomato Face.
Look pretty dumb.
Matlack says the RNC and Trump campaign have their own lawyers looking into this, and he will take it down if the lawyers tell him he should.
Well, I don't think it's misinformation because I haven't accused the guy of anything. I'm saying I saw something and I'm saying something.
That right there. That's the George W. Bush administration era of paranoia to the max. Oh my God, I got to call the police because I saw something and I got no context for it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Wow.
Don't turn your back on the wolf.
Okay, let's get something straight here. That Tomato Face sting was ridiculous. The Wolfpack's pretty cool.
It is.
And Matlack, who posted the video, told me one of his concerns with the postal worker delivering the ballots was his unmarked car with Rhode Island license plates. So Lamont McClure says that the worker has a home in Rhode Island and was recently transferred to the Easton office. While we're not identifying this postal worker, I did look him up and found his payroll information where he is listed as a USPS employee out of Easton. Guys.
Wow. So see that look on your face right there is like, see? Like, do some research, right? That's what we always say.
Yeah, the guy who took the video, he didn't have any context. He didn't do the research. He simply posted the video saying, I'm just asking questions, bro. And then it took news people digging in, doing their job, doing the research, taking the time as opposed to simply making the claim, which takes 2 seconds. Again, the lie getting around the world before the truth gets out of bed, which is what was happening here with the news story.
Yeah. Or she can't decide if she just farted or shit herself.
Because of all the stupidity that you just experienced.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Again, I like these movie ones because I know how much, like, I enjoy movies, but I know how much you guys love movies, right? Especially Tex and Alex, and I know Ryan does, and so does Bolo and Alma. 10 movie villains who had a point. They're right after all. So I'm curious to see what everyone's take is on this, okay? So especially, I know Chad likes movies too.
I'm calling it right now. Thanos is in this list.
He absolutely is.
Yeah.
I can see the clip. So I did not see the Black Panther. Now, the only reason I did not see the Black Panther was because Chad had told me, well, he's like, you really don't need to watch it because it doesn't really put anything towards the story. So I never did watch it for that reason. So it took me forever to watch Captain Marvel too, and I did that under restraint because oh God, that was horrible. Oh, so it's okay. So was this guy right? Anyone?
I can't remember.
Movie? So it says the main antagonist of Black Panther sought to use advanced technology to liberate oppressed people worldwide. While his methods were extreme, his quest for global racial justice was fueled has fueled debate about whether he was truly a villain. The conversation sparked by Coulger's antagonists highlight the character's depth and complexity. As Christopher Lieben noted in the Boston Review, ultimately is a struggle between Chiktal and Kilmore seen through the single lens in a world scarred by racism. A man of African nobility must confront his own blood relative whose goal is the global liberation of Black people. So, yeah, see, and that's all Chad said was it just doesn't add anything to the story. You don't even need to really watch it. So I was like, all right.
To the overall Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's what Chad was getting at. Yeah. So Thanos.
Yeah.
I get it. I don't even need to read it. I understand why he was doing it. I'm not saying it was right, but I understand. Right?
Didn't Chris Rock say that?
I'm not saying he should have killed her, but I understand.
But I understand.
Yeah. Yep. Magneto. You know, he had a point. And I get it.
I got to watch the first one again.
So he was a Jewish and survived the Holocaust. And he saw humanity's fear and hatred of mutants as an existential threat. He believed mutant superiority sought to protect his kinds of being any by necessary. Remember, the girl says to Magneto, well, do you have your ink and or your marking? And he goes, I already have my marking. And it'll not skin will, or he's like, yeah, metal will never or pierce the skin again because he's got his Jewish number. So, hello, Jag, nice to see you, sir. I get what Jag says a lot, but I understand what Magneto was getting at. I totally do. Yeah, it's actually a really good call there, Tex. I like that.
Yes, very good.
Yep,
thank you.
I never watched The Watchmen.
Very good movie.
Very good. And I've heard that. I don't know why I've never watched it. So his plan is morally ambiguous, but his desire to prevent a greater disaster poses an ethical problem. The practical approach of sacrificing a few to save the many challenges our perception of right and wrong. So thoughts and, as we continue on. Yeah, I know you did. You probably want to disown me now because I haven't watched it. So
I think it's a good 2.5 hours. Chad, Tex, please chime in if that's
a
true or
March,
not.
eh? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. The Joker. I think that one's a stretch.
Agent of Chaos for the sake of chaos? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so Ledger's Joker seeks to completely dismantle the establishment functioning as a moral philosopher, provocator, and empiricist. His motivation lies in demonstrating that eliminating the state can lead to the freer, fairer society.
Well, let's hear what Donald Trump has to say.
Wrong.
Yeah, I disagree. I mean, I love my favorite Joker. I think I don't think you're gonna find many fans of Batman that are gonna disagree. If some might say like the Mark Hamill voiced Joker, but for live action Joker, this one's for me. But I don't agree with that assessment. So his iconic line, "I want more life, Father," succinctly captures his struggle against the predetermined fate established by his creators. His actions, while violent and extreme, are ultimately driven to desire to self-determination and a longer life. So it makes sense. He doesn't want to die, right?
Yeah, he doesn't want to die, and he knows he has a finite lifespan, but he didn't really need to kill people. The James Hong character, I don't think he needed to kill that guy.
No, I don't think so either. So I kind of disagree too on that one.
Yeah.
So
if you're killing someone and it's not in a defensive position, then there's less moral ambiguity to what kind of a person you are and your character.
Yes. Yeah, and that, exactly, that's just it, right? So I have never seen Serenity. Have you seen Serenity? Okay.
Yeah.
The operative's actions, though brutal, were driven by a genuine desire for peace and order. His philosophical debates with Captain Mail Reynolds highlights the tension between idealism and pragmatism. Did I say that right?
Pragmatism. Yeah.
Pragmatism. And what? Okay,
You
so
got it.
what is pragmatism? I don't know what that is.
Pragmatism, being pragmatic, being more, I think, to the point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's almost a 4-hour cut. Wow.
Wow.
Considering how good the theatrical cut was, I would almost sit down for a 4-hour cut. But I'm old.
Oh, great.
So probably
Now,
not.
now Chad's looking for a 4-hour cut now.
Oh, no. Chad, you're already that close to death. Just spend time with your family or something, you know?
Ra's al Ghul. Batman
Ooh.
Begins. Though his radical approach to justice challenges the notion of whether the destruction can be the means to achieve a gooder society, his discipline almost monastic ideology adds depth to his villainy. Well, that's not Ra's al Ghul, but I get what he was doing. He believed purging, would make society better. So I disagree. Again, you're killing a bunch of innocent people, though there are a bunch of criminals and whatnot mixed in there, So I disagree.
Yeah, I agree with you about your disagreement with him.
Okay. Commodus. Now, I'm interested to see how he could be right. Commodus and Gladiator struggle with desperation, need to be accepted in the power stemming from his father's rejection. Deep-seated insecurities and his desire for validation drove him to his authoritarian rule and actions. Well, I said a big word and didn't stutter. While his methods were unquestionably brutal, Commodus's need to prove himself and secure his legacy speaks to the universal human desires. His vulnerability and tragic flaws make him a more sympathetic figure, questioning whether his villainy was born from circumstance. No, he's still an asshole.
Now that's pragmatism right there.
Like, no, does anyone think that Commodus was right? Wham, my daddy rejected me, so I'm going to be a tyrant and kill people.
Yeah, no.
No, you're wrong. Say it. Wrong.
And this is for Les Bolo and everyone else.
Wrong.
Fucking Elma nails it. Yeah, it sounds like daddy problems. Yeah.
That is basically what it is. Yeah. I want my daddy to love me. Where?
All right, so
I never saw The Incredibles.
Pardon the fuck me.
I don't have children.
I know, right? So yeah.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yes, that's right. I was going to mention that at the end of this text. Tomorrow on The Harsh Truth, they're talking about Gladiator 2. I really hope Gladiator 2 is not just a rehash, a remake, a recut, a redo, a re of the first Gladiator. Because if it is, then I'm not going to see it.
So the film The Incredibles sought to democratize superpowers so everyone could. Okay, so basically that's right. Syndrome wants to make sure that everybody can have superpowers. Is more or less the thing. So in him again trying to destroy things so people are gonna have superpowers does not make him a good or a bad guy. So
if everyone has superpowers, then are there superheroes?
That's what they're kind of getting at.
Yeah.
Right. But it's funny because so the beginning of the movie, Mr. Incredible saves someone who is jumped off a building to kill himself. Okay. So kind of like the Civil War idea, if you like, how mutants how they wanted those guys to keep, like kind of like they were weapons. They had to lay their arms down basically. Well, that's what this is, because when Mr. Incredible saves the guy, he sues Mr. Incredible because he wanted to die, and Mr. Incredible saved him, so he sued him and won. And it was like all the damages that the superheroes were causing damage and destruction to the city. That who was going to pay for it?
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, similar to the Will Smith movie Hancock.
Yes. So.
Nice.
It was a Family Guy where it's like, do you ever wonder if Mrs. Incredible could turn herself into a diaphragm so she could just be her own birth control? What was that from?
And now for something completely different. One of our newest subscribers, Rashid, who shared time with us last week when Ryan was co-hosting. Ryan, thank you so much for that. That was great. This is Rashid's channel. He is in Cape Town, South Africa. He is an electronic artist, and he does some interesting stuff. If you go to his video section, I have no idea what program he's using, but he's using it to make music, and it's some pretty good stuff. You go to his live section. If you're a new subscriber, I'm going to do that at some point in time. Interesting guy. He's got a Twitter and an Instagram, and either he has a Kick stream or his friends do. I think it's MCST on Kick. I looked at some of it yesterday, and they were live streaming in downtown Cape Town. Looked pretty interesting. If you look on Google Maps at Cape Town, South Africa, a lot of really nice, cool pictures. Makes it look like a great place to go. So, yeah.
That's
Thank
pretty
you,
awesome.
Rashid. Yeah. Thank you
Yes.
for chiming in last week and, yeah, pimping his channel.
That is awesome. Speaking of pimping, if you haven't done it in a while, you should go watch Alex, the super cut he did of the episode 100 of all our beginnings and all that stuff. I was watching it. Cohen happened to walk in. He's like, "What is this?" And he watched it with me. He's like, "Alex did all that?" So, and I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Wow." So I just got again say, "Great job, sir." I watched that and I quite enjoyed, what? So I enjoyed this thing. What's Tex going off about now?
We need to educate him about shutting on Casey, and then he corrected himself.
Oh, why? Did he not like that we were pooping on Casey?
Everyone likes pooping on Casey.
I poop too much.
Now, it's
For me,
interesting that
poop
you
more.
say that about the intro for episode 100, because I was watching that today as well.
Oh, were you? Wow.
At about, 3 o'clock. I wanted to watch it on the projector, but for some reason the projector didn't recognize the video format, so I had to watch it on my phone. Yeah.
Well, you know what, dude? It was quite awesome to watch. So,
Yes. And I think what I'm going to do, if I can probably re-upload episode 100 as a video. If I just cut out that 20 seconds of that stupid stuff I said that YouTube does not recognize with sarcasm, and then just have that episode there.
So I'm just happening to go.
Okay,
To go through our videos, and yeah, like everything's about 50s, 40, 54s. Well, that first one you did with Ryan had 90 views.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And all the rest are going. If they've gone up, our views have gone up, which is
Mhm.
awesome. And thank you everybody that watches us after the fact, even or whatever. But yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, the first Alex and the Redneck episode has, I think, 2 or 3 more views than our next popular episode, which is the first episode.
Yeah, so I'm just like, all right, cool, fuck it, I'm out. And I retired.
Don't retire yet. We got 10 people watching us on YouTube right now.
Right, meow.
So do something cool to make everyone subscribe who hasn't already.
Okay, so I shared this on my Facebook. I'm going to pop this up because I think it's interesting, and I won't pop because I can't get the full thing. So this meme popped up talking about Rose from the movie Titanic.
Mm.
And I remember thinking the whole time, I remember watching this going, man, she had that stone on her the whole time. But then when it's putting down to this way, it's like, yeah, she really is, the biggest, villain. She's right there with Jenny from Forrest Gump on being cinema's greatest villains. Because growing up is understanding that in Titanic, Rose decides to throw away I'm going to say an estimated $250 million pennant in memory of an unemployed man who she had sex with one time. Meanwhile,
250 million. You know how many times you could fill up your car with today's gas prices, bro?
Yeah, I know, right? So, meanwhile, her husband worked hard all her life to maintain her and give her children a life of luxury, who would have surely also appreciated the inheritance and lived peacefully. The real villain of the movie, gentlemen, no doubt, was Rose. I agree. And it's just like Jenny and Forrest Gump. I'm back, Forrest. I got the AIDS now, so you take care of my baby. Fuck. What a bitch.
Kane Hodder needs to take both of them and slam their heads into liquid nitrogen and then break it on the table.
I like where your head's at. I thought you were going with the sleeping bag on that one, but those are both very awesome kills. So, well, thank you, Alma. I appreciate that.
Also, if anyone who's watching is not subscribed to us and you choose not to subscribe to us, Alma and Bolo are going to come to your house and tie you up. Yeah, if you've ever seen any movies where stuff like that goes down, you know what's coming next, so you better subscribe. Do it now or die.
I'm just going to go with you're going to get doused in gasoline, your ear cut off. Because I'm stuck in the middle with you.
That's just for starters.
Yeah, that's just the start. Just start.
That's sometimes how Bolo and Alma wake up their kids in the morning.
That got dark fast. All right, we're going hard in the paint. Apparently.
Well, hey, it got us one more viewer on YouTube, right? So why not?
Somebody's like, we need to watch. They're sending their posse after us. Hurry, go watch.
There's a movie from, I think it's 2016. Cameron Diaz is in it, and so is Javier Bardem, and there's someone else, Michael, I can't remember his name right now, but it's called The Counselor. And what happens in the last act of the movie, that's basically Bolo and Alma. So again, if you don't subscribe, that's what's going to happen to you. You'll be the Penelope Cruz character. Yeah, you'll get a CD that says "Hola" on it. There's no liar. You want to know how much of a liar Tex is, and he's thousands of miles away, so it's not like he's going to come get me or anything. And I've paid Bolo and Alma enough money that they'll protect me before Texas cronies get to us. Tex is not actually a Texan from America. Tex is actually a British thespian method actor. When you see Tex on The Harsh Truth on screen, that's a really skinny British guy doing the best Texas accent wearing a flesh suit. That's not actually Tex. Tex is just a character. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying, but do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but I want to show you this video to get your reaction from this, but I can't find the original video. Okay, so we're gonna watch this video together. I can only find the reaction to a person watching the video because I was hysterically laughing at this. So I'm gonna share this with the class. There's no music, so this guy's named Kevin Lawson. I follow him on Instagram. He's got some funny videos. He actually does videos with his daughter where like he'll put songs on that he grew up with, like our era, because he's our age, and she's just staring like I have no idea. And every once in a while she'll sing along. So I don't know how I came across this, but this guy's reaction to this. Okay. Make sure you got sound.
All right, what'd you send me? Okay, we got a toilet. Looks like what is that? What?
夏季而热，特别容易便秘，多当物体卡在身体里。
Okay, just gonna pause just in case, like you said. Okay.
很容易把我们给憋死。但是使用我这款马桶，只需要坐在上面，然后启动开关，看 看到了吗？这辈子都会一路顺畅，不会便秘了，非常的好用。
Oh, Jesus, fix it. What in the medieval times is happening here?
看到了吗？
Ow! Hey, look, I don't know what he said in the video because I don't speak the language, but I have a clear understanding of what he meant. And sir, I'll just deal with the constipation because damn, you ain't never heard of laxatives? Somebody get some laxatives, stat! Or maybe some Taco Bell, White Castles. Man, that thing it was just. Okay, look, I'm not gonna tell you guys what to do with your lives. Okay, you live your life as you see fit. However, I would at least, before you try that, I would at least, I don't know, try some laxatives and pray about it first. Try that first.
Like, I just, wow, there's definitely some G's in there. Like, oh, geez. That's definitely
That's
my
great.
pooper just got tore open.
I
Oh,
love
Lord.
that.
I'm glad you got a kick out of that. Whew. All right. Okay, what do you got now? I shared something stupid. Now it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to share something that is not as stupid, but it's a smart person talking about stupid people. There's a guy on the internet. As Manox once said, there's a man on the internet. This guy is Leon Lush. He's got a series of videos that he calls brain worms. It's about people doing stupid things in public, kind of like Karens or Darrens, public freakouts, that kind of thing. If you search his channel for brain worms, you're going to come up with a lot of good content. So I highly recommend that. When you get the time, go to Leon Lush's YouTube channel. This first story that he's talking about was a woman who mistook a Greece flag for an Israeli flag at a restaurant. And I think she took the flag and she threw it down and she was screaming about genocide. And then the restaurant owners had to come outside and explain to her, that's a flag from the country of Greece. Yeah, so brainworms, kind of like what RFK Jr. has. And he's going to be the Health and Human Secretary.
Oh, hey, speaking of that, we'll talk, this is only political stuff, like we'll move to gym videos or something. Can everybody in America please stop, everybody that didn't vote for Donald Trump, please stop carrying on like it's the end of the world and you guys are, everything bad in the world's going to happen. He was your fucking president 4 years ago. Please stop. Please stop. I farted. But like, that's like, stop. Like, don't act like this is a new guy coming in and all like, stop. You guys just did this 4 years ago.
Yeah. Wait until the world actually ends. Then you can have the right to complain about it.
Oh, by the way, that little giggle I made there was for you there, Alma, with the no.
Oh, no.
No, she sent me a message on Facebook that said, no, me need more lemon pledge. Cool.
Before we go on to happier things, this is a bridge to the happier things. If anyone remembers Hurricane Irma in Florida years ago,
Irmagerd?
You remember Lane Pittman?
No.
This is the guy who was going around on, I think, Facebook and YouTube Shorts for a little bit. He was outside during the hurricane with an American flag, headbanging to Slayer's Raining Blood.
I like where his head's at.
Oh, yeah. And he did that a few times. There's no better time to play Slayer's Raining Blood than while you're outside during a hurricane.
I've never seen this. I'm going to go watch this right now.
You gotta find it. It's freaking awesome. Unfortunately, he doesn't do the whole song. It's just the beginning.
Well, that's why I'm going to watch it, because it's just like 56 seconds.
Yeah, this is probably the best video. There are other short versions out there. YouTube Shorts has them. It's great. Lane Pittman.
Okay, cool. Okay, he's getting his flag.
Yep.
Okay. He's outside. I was doing the drums. Okay, it's pretty badass.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty awesome. All right, that is pretty awesome. Yep. Sometimes the internet just rules and that one rules. All right. So we talked about it earlier and no one else said anything. Sperm of the moment, top of your head. What is your favorite movie and kill in a horror movie?
Jesus,
We already
I
named
thought
two
you
really
said
awesome ones, but like there are other ones that you just one that comes to mind right away is of course the Marionette in Nightmare Dream
Part 3.
Warriors.
Yep.
Yeah, number 3. Yeah, when the Marionette. So and yeah. Any other kills anyone can think of? Like that's just like, oh wow, that was like what a kill. Text like every Terrifier, every art kill.
Speaking of which, Tex, we're so glad you could take time out of your busy day dressing up as Art the Clown and jerking it to graphic autopsy photos on the dark web to be here with us tonight. Golf clap.
Oh, and making your chili with human parts. See, that seems to be a favorite one of people's now. I'm joking. Tex does not do that anymore. Yeah, I figured that would be up there on yours. Wow.
That's great.
Wow. AC coming back in hard in the paint.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like an RKO, just laid him right out.
How did you see my porn? I was looking at your ex-hamster recommendations, not your Pornhub.
Oh, sorry. It's not. All right. So.
Can I answer the question?
Yes, answer, please.
Okay. So a kill that really impressed me more for the cinematography of it rather than the brutality of the kill is from a low-budget independent movie from 2009, which the Night Watch Zone reviewed, which you can find a link to in the description below. If you go to the Night Watch Zone, go to their playlists. In the playlist section, scroll down to the bottom where Slasher Movie Club is. And in Slasher Movie Club, look for a movie that's called Murder Loves Killers 2. Good title. There's one kill where the point of view of the kill is from the killer's knife, and the knife goes into a woman's mouth, out of the mouth, and then into her gut. That's the entire point of view of the kill. I had never seen that before. The point of view from the weapon.
Wow, that's pretty cool, actually.
It is. It's really cool. And Night and Coriander interviewed the director of that movie. His name is Drew Barnhart on their show. It was great. Jesus, the mind that a young director like that has when he's talking about his favorite horror movies, just brilliant. It's a great deep dive into the mind of a young director. Let's get some likes up. You do it. You fire up your 25 sock accounts and hit us up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I swear a text showed up for a moment in Deadpool and Wolverine, but it turned out to be what's the regular guy? Peter. Yeah. When Peter is dressed up as Deadpool, I thought, hey, that looks like Tex.
Peter! No. Shut up! Oi!
Oh.
Cover your nipples.
Nobody else besides you can see that.
Now the whole world knows that you're running with your nipples hanging out.
You're the issue.
I am not the issue.
You just created an entire problem.
I did 20 years ago.
And whose fault was that?
Molson Canadian and unprotected sex.
You.
Jagger says go to bed. Fuck you, Jag. Chose or choose? Chose. Go to bed. He doesn't need to go to bed, Jag. Oh. Running
I love Casey's comment. I'm going to take a text in the toilet. Oh no, that's going to come up at the most inappropriate time when I think of that. Casey, I need a clean take of you saying that, please.
Yeah. Okay, we need a clip of that. Say it about 7 times, so make sure we get a good one. So okay, so we get on the videos?
Yes, you had to fuck around and find out.
I do have a great one. This
Do
one's
it.
fucking wild. Now I gotta get my shit together. Wait, where's that? All right. Q Cohen's future stepmom. So when I first looked at this video, I'm like, oh, I know what they're looking for. Boy, was I fucking mistaken what they were looking for. All right. So we have this truck here. All right. So what was this lunch? Let's watch it together. They are ripping the side of the truck off.
Taking that video, bro.
So. What are we thinking? Drugs, right?
I got pictures.
No.
Fuck. Yep.
There's people.
Oh, wait.
Let's look at that again. Now, about right here, I'm like, okay, they're ripping it off for drugs, right? There are people in the side of the truck.
Why? Just pay the toll. Come on.
Casey's probably thinking, hey, baby, if you need asylum, come see me.
Yeah, all you got to do is marry Casey. That's not a fate worse than death.
Yeah. She's like, nah, I'll go back to the cartel, thank you. But can you imagine? You're in here going, maybe if I lay really still, they won't see me. You know, just chill out. Ew. Like they're like, maybe it's shh, don't move. Maybe they won't notice that we're here.
How did you find my truck, eh?
And that is this week's fucking around and finding out.
Oh shit. No, that wasn't mine. That was my cousin's, eh?
I just borrowed this truck, man. I was just going down and look what happened. Yeah, fuck it. Like, and I feel like, gosh, like, I know we're making fun of it here, but could you imagine being in that situation and like you can hear them outside, just like, I'm fucking screwed. I'm so screwed.
Yeah, what can you do? You can't run away.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yep. So
yeah, you got to get put into the detention center, or as the liberals would call it, the concentration camp.
Yep.
Hey, Jason. Hence not moving. I was too scared. He had too much chili, eh?
Well, he was wearing all black, so he's maybe thinking, don't move. I'm a tree. No, put this finger down. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
I'm some really fluffy insulation, eh? One thing that Canadians and Mexicans have in common, eh?
Well, no, they say, yeah, we're like, yeah. So.
And completely related, old school stupid people. Stupid people.
Oh, my groin.
And you had sent this to me a while ago. It's called Yoinks and Away.
And away!
Oh.
Yoinks! And away! Yoinks! And away! Yoinks! And away! Yoinks! And away! Yoinks!
Hey, it's just funny. Because I see Daffy Duck the whole time. Holy shit, son.
As hard as some people might work in indie wrestling, this is not how you get a contract with the WWE, because you're going to end your career before you get it going.
So, on the other note, though, when you do dumb shit like that, and if you hit that, there's this asshole named Tony Khan who is into this indie mark bullshit. And if you hit these stupid moves, he'll give you a job and pay you more money than you'd have ever fucking made.
Now, are you referring to AEW?
I am.
Ooh.
I'm going to put it to you this way. So the shit that now gets on that television show that counts like, we all know The Undertaker, correct? The character, The Undertaker, the wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In a match last Saturday at one of their pay-per-views, these two wrestlers performed a tombstone pile driver off the ring of the apron onto steel steps.
Oh.
That was not the finish of the match. What these people don't understand, and you can't reach any of these neckbeards. That's what they call AEW neckbeard fans. Can't reach them. Because the point of professional wrestling is the art of not hurting each other, but making it look like you're beating the shit out of each other. So taking that move and doing that to somebody, what else can you do? Not and then something stupid would be happening, and then like something happens like an elbow to the back of the head. That's a guy's finisher. They lost the script on wrestling. And if Casey loves AEW, then he can go fist himself. And I really need to get those belts from him because he does not deserve them.
Oh, I genuinely popped at that one. Holy shit. That's great.
AEW. It's like AEW.
Oh, man.
Wow.
On a similar note, last week Ryan had talked about the crashing couch in Prince George.
Mm-hmm.
I found it.
Prince George, British Columbia.
And we're
Sandblast. I remember Sandblast.
And no audio. We're going to let it speak for itself.
So
Three
Sarah,
guys on the couch.
So my niece, nephew, and my sister always walk these cut banks all the time.
Now, where in Prince George is this?
So when you come down the big hill from the Heart to go down to the Bowl, when you go across the bridge to go over and then up the hill, just a little bit of spruce land, if you were to look to your right as you're driving, you'll see the cut banks. We were never over there, right? Because we had no reason. The only time we were down there is if we were going to Joe's and you couldn't see the cut banks at night. So, yeah. I'll get Sarah to take a picture.
Ooh.
Next time there. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we never went down the Cameron Bridge, though.
I did one or two times.
But yeah, just right there. Right there.
Now, I'm going to pause it at this point because the last time Nick played a video that was anything like this, Facebook was like, no, we see people getting hurt. Oh.
100%. 100%.
Tex, are you doing that with full body armor on, or are you just getting in the chair with the whiskey bottle in tow and saying, yeehaw, send me down there? And this is what's going to become a text, and pausing and remove so Facebook cannot hide this from people.
Right about then, he's thinking, did I leave the toaster, the oven on?
Did I leave the gas on?
Yeah. Do you remember what bit that's from?
Yeah, Eddie Izzard.
Eddie Izzard, yeah. Oh, fuck. He had some funny stuff. All right, anyways.
Speaking of across the pond, hope Ginger's doing all right. Haven't seen her in a while.
What? Oh, that. So, for the context that people don't know really how stupid that is, not only the fact it was in -40 over a river, this river is the Fraser River, and it has claimed a lot of lives because it has not only would this guy have died from the hypothermia, but it has an unbelievably horrible, deadly undertow that has killed a lot of people. Like
if Overseer is around, he can attest to that. I'm not saying he knows people who've been in that situation, but I am saying he is from Prince George.
That's in the
video.
chat. I thought that was the Fraser. Sorry.
Video, please text. If you got an email address that takes e-transfers, I will send you the money to do that. Get yourself the cheapest GoPro.
So it is the Chaco, eh? Wow. You know that was in the Chaco. Wow, they just pulled the woman out of the Fraser. Down in Chilliwack, though.
Jeez. Okay, so across the pond, people driving, this person is parked. However, when you're in a Range Rover and you're taking up 2 spaces.
What are you doing? Excuse me? Hello? What are you doing? Hello?
You're illegally parked.
What do you mean I'm illegally parked?
You're taking over 2 spaces.
Well, yeah, because I'm in a Range Rover.
Well, it doesn't take. It's fine. You can easily get that in 1 space.
I can't get in 1 space. If I try to park in 1 space, I know a car's gonna hit me. Look. If I try to park close to that, it's gonna hit my car.
You know what? Selfish people like you.
What do you mean selfish people like me?
Really get up my nose.
But look, there's loads of parking here. Everyone else here can park. But I'm just saying, I'm in a big car, yeah? Like, I need to be in 2 spaces.
You can get this in 1 space. It's illegal. I don't know what it is you lot in these, and Audi and BMW drivers are the worst.
But I just don't get, like, how is it legal? Like, it's free parking.
Take up 2 spaces.
Yeah, you cannot take up 2 spaces, period. If you're concerned about people bumping into your vehicle and scratching it up, park at the very back like I like to do.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I made the mistake on Saturday. So not only going to Costco on a Saturday, but I thought I timed the aisle right, and I ended up pulling down the aisle that was almost right in front of the door to park. And like it already committed. I'm like, oh, right. Thank goodness we got out of there really quick.
Good.
But still, like as soon as I saw that, I was like, ah, right. He said it was over the pond. Text, keep up.
Yeah, it is a British call. Yeah,
keep up. He's very polite though.
See, I don't think people like Tex have to worry about stuff like that because not only are the vehicles just ginormous where he is, but so are the parking spaces. So are the wheelchairs and the airplane seats and the people. Everything is just bigger where Tex is. He's like, what do you mean illegally parked? I'll park where I want to.
That's awesome.
And I've got one for the gym, but only one.
Only one? That's upsetting.
Yeah, I got to get more.
That's upsetting.
Now, we've seen stuff like this before, but this one is only slightly different. Of course, it's a guy on the leg press, so we all know what that's all about.
Oh, please. Please.
Every plate in the gym.
Please fall. Please, that stack on top. Please fall on him.
Now, he's able to uncouple it. Yeah, I'd be taking my time too, because that's a lot of weight. That's like 45 times 40 or something. Now, he does bend his legs more than the other people we've seen.
Then the hyperextension, though.
Now, the problem is where he's locking his legs.
Yes.
The potential to break your legs at the knee joints.
So, yep.
Yeah, and at the hip joints as well. So I highly advise against this. Do not lock out your legs on the leg press.
Never.
Oh, I'm still looking for that clip. Now, there was one clip I played of a Darren who was yelling at people, and the guy's like, I fucking hate everybody. And I'm trying to find that clip again because I want to take out that little sound bite, and whenever text shows up, I can play that on its own at random points in time. Oh, it's going to take a while to find, though. What is up, Gordon?
Hello, Gordon.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, Facebook's live streaming capability, especially when it comes to commenting in real time, it's
the drizzling shit.
It's a slow cousin. It's like Casey levels of slow. He's not here, is he?
Who cares? It's Casey level slow. Please take my money. I would totally ride this all day. You know, the movie sucked, but I'd totally take a subway hot tub tunnel Slimer bath thing. So I'm all about it. I don't suck. Ish.
Depends on the money being offered.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And because I said the word, Karen.
All right.
I got a 14-minute clip, but obviously I'm not going to play the whole thing. I think the first 2 or 3 minutes is where all the golden nuggets are.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had me at nugget.
Wow.
Yeah. You had me at nugget.
Of course I did.
You have an order of protection. You can't be here.
My father, who owns the house, said I could be here. Well, if you put gas in my car.
Put your hands behind your back.
No, I will not.
You are going to put your hands behind your
No,
back.
don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Make this much worse.
Why am I going to jail? Because Arlene said or Colton.
You're
My
violating.
father gave me the right to be. Don't call my
Put your hands
dad.
behind your back.
I said not call my dad.
Now, he did say at the beginning, order of protection. I believe that refers to not being able to go onto someone's property.
Mm-hmm.
Just for context.
No, go away. Get off. Get off. My father said it could be. My father said it could be here. Get off.
Well,
Get off or call your judge.
You're under arrest.
For what?
Violation order of protection.
Well, call my father, the owner of the household.
No.
He said I
The
could
judge
be
just
here.
said you're not allowed to be here.
My father said I could.
You're under arrest.
Then just let me leave.
No, that's not how this works.
Get off of me. Get off of me.
Now you're under arrest for ag-bat to pieces.
Millie, get him.
Millie is the little dog. I believe it's a corgi. He's trying to sick a corgi.
Get him,
on
Millie.
a
I
police-
love corgis. Get him. Sick him. Bite him.
Same 40, I'm fighting her.
Get
Wait a
off
second.
of
Stop.
me.
Are you sure this? We can show this on here. This seems like this is going a very Pornhub kind of way at the moment.
If it gets us some subscribers, why not?
Okay, cool. Rock and roll.
Now.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Get him,
You're gonna
corgi.
get tased.
I don't give a.
I don't want to tase you, but I
Yes,
will
you
this.
do, because you're a piece of shit cop, just like Charlie.
If I wanted to tase you, I would have already done it.
Get off of me
No.
now.
You're under arrest.
The corgi's like, yeah,
What?
fuck off, bitch.
My father said I
explained
could
it to
be
you.
here. He gave me permission.
You're under arrest.
I was here last night and there was no problem.
You're under arrest.
No, I'm
All that
not.
there is to it. Yes, you
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. You're under
This
arrest.
seems to
No,
be a
I'm not.
mistake. Yeah, goodbye.
Sorry, I guess you know my job better than me.
My bad,
No,
homie.
I'm not. Go get your judge.
Go get your judge. Yeah, I'll call him and have him show up. Because that's how that works.
You'll see him in the morning.
No, I won't. You dumb
Yeah, it is going in a Pornhub kind of way. I'll see you in the morning.
motherfucker. Get off me.
You shouldn't be calling a cop a dumb motherfucker, but yeah, you know.
Get
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, look at the little doggy.
Well, I know. Corey's rule.
Sick him. Sick. Get the cop. Get him.
Yep.
Get off of me.
Put your hands behind your
No,
back.
I don't have to actually listen to you.
Okay.
Call my mother, call my father, call your judge, call whoever.
You're under arrest.
For what?
I've explained this to you time
I
and
don't
time
give a
again.
shit. You also pulled me over when I was going 40.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
No, dude.
Put your hands behind
I'm
your back.
under peaceful protest. I'm a minister.
All right, you're going to get tased.
Do it.
Ryan, she's a minister. You got to help her out. I like it when people do. I love sovereign citizens because they know
That's my
all the
favorite
law,
one. Yeah.
especially the maritime ones.
Yeah.
Soft talking British coffee. He'd have a bunch of highbrow insults for her, and she'd be like, "What? What did you say to me?" And
You're going to get tased.
You can do it.
Put your hands behind
You
your
can
back.
do it.
You're going to get tased.
Do it.
Put your hands behind your back.
Hey,
I'm
listen.
done with this.
You're-
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Do it now. You're going to get tased again.
Help me.
You're going to get tased again. Put your hand behind your back. Leave them behind your back. Leave them behind your back.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
Say 41 in custody. Take
Get the you people do.
Okay.
You're all fat liars.
Okay.
Maybe that should be our first poll in the community tab. Who's worse, sovereign citizens or flat earthers?
Oh,
Sorry,
sovereign citizens.
I invoked Casey for a moment when I said earthers.
Earthers. Who's got the earther and the version earther?
Birdie, birdie, bird.
Yeah, the Swedish fucking chef. Fuck. I'd sovereign citizens, I think. Well, really, I don't think they called him Gordo. That was one of the not worse ones. Called him a motherfucker, piece of shit cop. So I'm pretty sure being called a bastard is the least of the insults that were sent
But he
out.
told me to. Why? Colton's not here.
Okay.
All right.
She said something that at some point she said, "I am of the Lord" or something like that.
Okay, so here, this will definitely restore your faith in humanity, folks.
No, it won't.
This will.
Pan by just flipping coffee with a spoon by just
No? You didn't get that one.
No, I got it.
Yeah, I love it. Because people, it's like that guy, was a gentleman from Nigeria. When people do the stupid hacks on Instagram, and he'd be like, he'd do it and just go. That's kind of like what that was. I got a kick out of that. Oh, you're a dickhead. I try to restore faith in humanity, and you just ruin it and then shit on it just like that. Wow.
That is part of the reason I am here.
To ruin everything? All right.
Yes. Is the one you can get away with.
Oh, okay. That's the one that's not over the line. Okay. Cool.
And just in case anybody's faith in humanity was restored, drive through Darren wants his coffee and freak out.
Extra large, dark roast, double, espresso.
Too much espresso.
Give me my coffee! Give me my coffee! You're the argument with me! It's super simple. Coffee in hand, I leave. Are you done? In hand, your board, cease.
I'm not going to spin his coffee at all.
Extra large, dark roast, double.
This could be fun. This one. All right.
Shout out to KarenLivesMatter.ca, wherever you can find it, be it on Instagram, YouTube, or at their website.
Pick a movie. Keep one actor. The rest are Muppets.
Ooh. Titanic. Keep Kate Winslet.
I'm okay with that. I was going more like thinking like horror, because instead of blood and guts, could just be fluff everywhere. Like keep like Kane hotter. Keep Kane hotter.
Everyone else is
like Muppets, and there's just fluff everywhere. Oh, good. Yeah, but Ryan, hey Reverend, does it really seem like that far of a stretch that Marlon Brando would be talking to puppets? Come on, he gonna look crazy, right? Ooh, 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 Casino, but Joe Pesci stays. Or Goodfellas, that Joe Pesci stays. Joe Pesci and Muppets would be awesome.
Yeah, I can't see De Niro talking to Muppets.
But Joe Pesci, all day.
Yeah, freaking out on him?
Yeah.
Keep Leatherface.
Yeah, again, fluff everywhere. Yeah.
No, what if you make, because that's the obvious choice. What if you keep Sally Hardesty, but the family is all Muppets?
Muppets. I kind of like that. I like that. Sally's real. All the rest of the Muppets around her. Oh, that's a good fucking brainstorming right there. Let's come back to that one. Okay. Yeah, I like that. All right. Oh, the internet's awesome.
Yes. I don't have any more Karens for today.
I would in a heartbeat text. In a heartbeat.
Yes. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Ew, Muppet sex.
No.
Ew.
No, because I don't want a Muppet to get AIDS and die.
Muppets with AIDS? No, I can't get to it fast Muppets with AIDS.
A little dramatic, but okay.
He's a Muppet already.
Yeah, sorta.
With or without the cocaine?
No, more cocaine.
Where Debbie's real and she's getting pounded out by Muppets. Just one after the other.
Oh Lord. Hey, yes, we need to go fund that. See, we're starting a revolution. Jenny's an AIDS whore.
That was the dark side of the 60s love era that people didn't talk about, was everybody getting STDs.
Yeah.
Most of us. Ooh. Well, it's not going to be this coming New Year's, unfortunately. Because I think, New Year's is on a Wednesday. Nope. Going to the gym that day. Nope.
I'm going to be on holidays, and I plan on doing nothing.
Now, speaking of horror movies, when people say living the dream, this is the dream I mean. Yeah.
And terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Interesting.
There was a book, yes. Yeah. Ooh.
I'm sticking with AIDS. I don't care.
horror movie. There is a movie from 1991 directed by Ken Russell starring Teresa Russell called Whore. You got to watch the first 5 minutes where Teresa Russell is on the side of the road, as whores are, and the guy pulls up to her in a car, and he says some shit to her because he's trying to get some.
Oh, right.
And I can't remember the line that he has right before he drives off, but it's hilarious. The AIDS horror Muppet. Yeah, that's what we should put money into.
I agree. Yeah, I like what you know.
You know, it's about that time. We're at an hour 26, and unless you got anything else.
Oh, I do. Yeah. Nick's bipolar sock list. So for this week's choices, I went with so happens to be a Slayer song by the name of Cult. That'll rip your face off. Good workout stuff. And then this one is a dance song. I cannot say the name right. It is I think it's Rev, but it's REVE with a little squiggly over the first E. And it's called Contemporary Love. It's a total like dance song. So there's your bipolarness. Cult by Slayer and Contemporary Love by French Girl. All right. La, 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 la.
I saw lots of movies in the past week, but this one I'm going to share with the class. This is from 1990. It's called Mr. Frost. Not the greatest movie, 5.9 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. However, watch it for Jeff Goldblum because he gives an excellent performance. Jeff Goldblum is one of those actors like Christopher Walken where with his line delivery, the way he speaks, you never know what he's going to say next or how he's going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Most actors have a pretty standard line delivery.
Yeah.
Not Jeff Goldblum. No way.
Nope.
And he plays Satan, the Dark Lord, just a real bad guy. So he's great. Back in his day, before he became just a funny man caricature, he played some pretty badass characters, Jeff Goldblum did. I've seen quite a few Jeff Goldblum movies in the past few months. This is definitely one of them. And Kathy Baker is in it as well. Roll Tide.
Nice.
And Alan Bates. I had mentioned Alan Bates from a 1978 movie called The Shout. He's great. Unfortunately, he died in, I think it was 2003, taken way before his time. Great actor, great performance. So, yes, Mr. Frost from 1990, particularly for Mr. Goldblum.
I always go to The Fly. What an amazing performance from The Fly. So I know that's really low hanging fruit, but yeah.
Fuck. I've seen Thanksgiving. Dumb.
Hard pass. Hey, for all my Canadian friends, you want to bring back some great memories? Do you guys remember these bad boys from the McDonald's?
Yes, I remember because of the wheels.
Mm-hmm. Down a Fraggle Rock. Good old classic Canadian content right there.
Nice.
I think that's all I got. Oh, here, this is. Now, I'm not understanding why Crocs have suddenly made a comeback, but for any of my friends that are dopey enough to do this with their children, here, you can use your elf on the shelf with some croc-infested water. Get it? Because they're crocs in the water. So they're yeah, so good. Well, fuck you two.
Yeah!
Okay!
What?
Hello, John!
Okay!
Of course you would be, you fucking hillbilly. And please make sure everybody marks that they will be at the annual Nakatomi Plaza annual Christmas party. Please, interested going more. If you cannot attend, please let us know.
Yeah, and you'll be on, I think it's the 32nd floor is where the party is being held.
I believe
Oh,
so.
pardon me. 30th floor. My apologies, 30th floor.
We would like to keep the event drug-free, though, so please no booger sugar. Booze and entertainment will be there. Please do not bang on the leather sofas. Appreciate it.
And December 24th is on a Tuesday this year, so most likely the Harsh Truth will not be streaming because apparently they have families and more important things to do. Just shows how little they care about their 800 plus subscribers.
Yeah, lay fuckers and goobers.
Oh, here we go. Nope, the show's over. We're not having that debate. Nope, not happening. But thanks for trying to drag us into it.
Nice try. Not today, Satan.
Satan, a.k.a. Tex in the toilet. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now, Tex in the toilet.
Yep. First of all, fuck you.
And we would like to thank everyone for being here, be it for the moment or the duration, including Gordon, Jason, Jagger, Bolo, Alma, Jared, Kelly, Tex, Chad, and Ryan. Anyone else I missed, I apologize. People who we haven't seen in a while, but we hope we're doing well. Ginger, Hanama. Well, we saw Hanama, I think it was last week. Speaking of Hanama, I kept saying Chow Bang, but that's not how you say hello in Vietnamese. If you're going to say hello in Vietnamese, you're going to say Xin Chao.
Peace out, homie.
And yes, it is sex. Oh, Home Alone is not really a Christmas movie either. Oh, no. Thank you. Overseer Beverly Shlomo, Really, Lady Cora, Junior, Van, cruise to him, Freak Nasty Bum Sex, Wild Bill, Gordon, Penny, Jen, Tamara, Amanda, my friends, Sarah and Teresa, our friends, Matt, James, Sheena, and Dewey, both Trevors, both Cindy's, both Jolene's, Nathan, Nick's mom, my Auntie Kathy, and shout outs to Gareth, Susan, Ravi, and Ashley. Today being Cyber Monday, a strange new book is selling like hot fritters. Today also being National Fritters Day. It's called Me, Myself, and My Quiche-Smelling Uterus by one Gloria Pouchfonte. What's it all about, you ask? Well, exactly what you think it's all about. The systematic destruction of humanity through the incremental process of more automation and less physical motivation to the point that evolution slows like molasses in an inclining sewer pipe stuffed with wet wipes to the point where we become delicious meat bags full of jelly-like sugar-coated organs, ripe for our alien overlords. Yeah, that's the ticket.
All right.
Anyway, we'll be back next Monday, December 9th, for some reason.
Okay. Bye. Be nice to everybody. Love each other. I was going to do it again. And yeah, you just don't know what everybody's going through. So until next week, my friends.
Think before you say something. Think before you do something. Don't rush into the stores at the last moment. Remember, Tuesday, December 24th is Christmas Eve, so you want to get in at the very least a week before. Get your winter tires on at least a week before that, if not now, depending on where you are in the world. And yeah, subscribe to Alex and the Garbage Man. Actually, no, don't. Unsubscribe, dislike, don't share it with your friends. Tell us we suck dead donkey balls. Yeah.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays out for him. Bye. I'm going to find some donkey balls.
And Motel Hell was a pretty decent movie. Anyway.
Enough charm. Good Lord.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.